Okay. I think I'm live. Oh my gosh, I'm going live. Okay. I was supposed to be here at 8 o'clock, but I was trying to figure out all the things. And so I'm so glad to be here. So if you don't know me or if you haven't been with me before, my name's Kendra, and I'm so thrilled to do this as we go into the holiday season, especially Thanksgiving right around the corner. So Free to Love Them is a movement, and it's all about what does it look like when our power that we have every day, we lose it in certain rooms, and we make choices that allow us to believe that we have to show up small, or we have to freeze, we hold our breath, we do certain things that are not the way it's supposed to be. And believe me, because I did this for a very long time. So I showed up in my family rooms, whether it was at the holidays or at events, and I was just in the pattern, right? We're all just in the hamster wheel doing a pattern. And I figured out some simple steps to change everything about how I showed up, not just for myself, but also for the people that I love so much. So, what I'd love to, I hope everybody can hear me. It seems like it's all working, but when you watch this, I would love for your feedback on what kind of rooms, put it in the chat, put a comment, what kind of rooms are most difficult for you. Back to what I was saying. If any of you are here for the first time, welcome to Free to Love Them. So this was created out of my own journey to becoming more freed up emotionally. I was a powerful woman in all these different rooms, and then I realized in some rooms I show up and I freeze, I hold my breath, I don't even talk about what my favorite things are, and I hold back a lot. And a lot of that is from conditioning. It's just the way that I did life and the way I showed up in different rooms for a long, long time until somebody said, "Hey, you can do that different, right? You can show up differently. It's your choice." I was like, "Oh my gosh, how do I do that?" And so here we are. And I created Free to Love because I know there's more women out there that want to do things differently in some of their most important relationships, whether it's with your family or maybe some coworkers or boss. But I do know that there are simple steps that you can follow that don't take 20 years. I feel like I've been on this journey for a really long time, and I've had to learn the hard way. And I don't want other women to have to go that long just trying to figure it out. It would happen for a reason, but now I'm super passionate about sharing it with other women and helping them get more free, especially if it's a relationship like in their family, marriage, parents, maybe a child. And I did put in the chat. I hope you can see this. Let's see. I don't know if that's going to give a link, but I'll put in the notes, in the comments, a registration form for tomorrow night. So tomorrow night's the founding meeting for the group that I'm starting. And this is just for women who are just longing and desperate to find a new way of feeling, thinking, behaving in some of the rooms where they haven't shown up, like the successful, powerful, brilliant, kind, creative, whatever it is that whoever you are in the world, and you're that person very successfully, whether it's on paper or how you feel inside, like you've got that. You're a powerhouse in whatever area of life. But then there's these rooms that you walk into and you just don't feel enough. Or maybe you feel too much. For me, I felt like too much. So there were a lot of times when I felt super emotional. There was a lot of devastation and trauma in my background. And so I would just let any little thing really stir me up. And I would get very emotional or very sad or very angry, like kind of different emotions depending on who it was that I was in front of or talking to. And I really had to figure out how to rein those emotions in and what was the belief behind it. So tomorrow night, I'm going to go over some simple steps that you can do as you prepare to walk into some of those difficult rooms. I think for most of us, it's a family room. It's a relationship within our immediate or extended family where we just turn off that powerful, successful, loving version of ourselves. And the world is in such disarray. The world is in so much fear. The world is in a place where we need as many people as possible to show up with love and to show up with hope and peace. So I'm committed to that, and I want to share my journey with you a little bit tomorrow night. Free to Love Them is also just 100% about how do you show up for yourself. Because if people pleasing or scanning the room to see how you need to behave and be rather than just being yourself, if that's part of what you do, um, you can change it. And like I said a second ago, I think it was before the computer went off, you have a choice. I have a choice. We get to make a new choice. We get to tell ourselves a new story. We get to give people, places, things a new meaning. Just because you thought about it that way for 10, 20 years, you could think about it a different way. And how is this new way of thinking about your life or the people around you? How is that going to change your future and your legacy? That's what really lights me up. So, legacies are at stake here. What are we passing to the next generation? And then what are we doing to the people and for the people that brought us into the world? What can we thank them for? So I hope you'll join me tomorrow night. If you're a woman who feels successful in 90% of the rooms you walk in, but then there's this one room or these two rooms where you're like, I don't know what happens to me. This is for you. So join me tomorrow night for the founding meeting of Free to Love Them. And we'll go over some simple tools you can take into those rooms and have success immediately. You won't want to miss it. And I'm just so excited to share a little bit of my journey and hear about some of the attenders, what their journey has looked like too, because it does take community. I know one thing for sure. You can't do this work alone. You shouldn't have to. It's not going to go as well if you do it by yourself. If you have some women in a community around you, it will go so much faster and you will feel so much better when you have support because we're all in this together. So I'm excited and I hope you'll join us again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time. If you want the link, I'll put it in the comments. And I hope that you and your family have a blessed Thanksgiving holiday if you're in the U.S. If you're not in the U.S., this just applies to every day. Every day can be Thanksgiving. You can start a new pattern and a new way of thinking, make a new choice, and become free to love any day of the week, starting right now. All right, take care. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Free to Love Them. Talk to you soon.